Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Bet Slips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. We got an amazing show today. We're doing a real quick live. Got a little bit of baseball, got a little bit of football rolling in. We got Rowdy with us again. Yeah. Love it. The Rowdy Rhymes in the building. Love it, love it, love it. He's joining us for the live and the podcast. So this is both. This is a duel. We're going to take like a little quick, short, like kind of commercial break in between the live show that won't be on the podcast and the podcast to talk about our amazing sponsor that Pat is currently rocking like we normally do in the beginning, but we're just going to do that as the commercial break between this and the podcast. So just letting y'all know, going to be a little bit different of a show. Yeah, he's firing it up already, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. But everybody's got their best bets of the day. I'm actually going to start it off, but before we start it off, we're going to have to do this thing, which makes sure we do not get sued, and it's the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Let me rephrase that. 4 of the 5 of us are not professional gamblers because your boy Rowdy right here, he basically is one. But still, this show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Rowdy's going to throw out some fun stuff today, and we appreciate him for doing that. Number 2, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk, regardless whether you're professional or you're just schmucks like us, just talking ball, talking picks. You need to gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Just remember to only bet what you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. Like, please just know that's the best advice that you can get. So that way you avoid number 3, which is gambling addiction. Gambling is an addictive hobby. It gives you the same high as certain drugs that are out there. So, yes, this is an addictive personality, and people that have addictive personalities, just make sure you're doing it responsibly. But if you do find yourself in gambling addiction, please utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER. It's the best way to get you the help in things that you need, so that way gambling does not become a problem. And I've seen it firsthand. And, again, this is not just this is not just the casinos. This is not just the sport book. This is everything that goes on with gambling. This is the ponies. Pat had a problem with the ponies before. You never know, man. I mean, he was betting on greyhounds too. People, like, come on now. But
you remember that? I didn't even know I told you that story.
Yeah. Pat. Steel trap up here, dog. Steel trap. I care about you because you're my dog.
Like a steel trap.
Like a steel trap up here, dog.
Betting on dogs.
Back alley street dice. If you're betting back alley street dice, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Like, that's where we're at here, people. Just make sure you're doing it responsibly and at your own risk, and making sure you get the things. And also, we're not paid professional gamblers. However, we are not currently affiliated with or sponsored by any sport book. That could be changing at any moment because we're in hot demand, people. Hot demand right now. And it's mainly because of Rowdy. Look at this. Look at handsome devil. Talking to both these handsome devils over here. Not the guy on the far end. I'm just kidding. See, there's an inside joke there, but it's fine. Everybody's good. Let's just go ahead and jump into the show itself. And
you wear it well, CJ.
I know, right? And I'm losing weight. Can't wait. All right. Let's just go ahead and get right into the show. We're starting with the tabletop. We're not doing points today. We don't have time for points, but we do have time for a performance double, and I am firing this up. Listen, the Mets have been trash versus starters.
Yeah.
They've been bad versus lefties. Ranger Suarez put up a metric poop ton of strikeouts. Chris Sanchez didn't have his best changeup yesterday and still ended up with 6 over 6. I think Luzardo gets 8 easy tonight, and the Phillies money line. You're getting this at massive plus money. I'm making plays to get to the left side because I'm sick of being on the right side, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being named. I'm tired of being ridiculed, and I am getting to the good side of this because I'm not the one who bets Bryce parlays, but other people do, and I get screwed, and so this is where I'm at. And I'm sick and tired of losing hit parlays by 2 legs because I've literally done it the last 2 nights. I've lost hit parlays by 2 legs. Just absolutely ridiculous.
You know what's so ironic about the Bryce parlay? Only one of us has a son named Bryce, and he's the one that's not betting it.
You know what? I don't need this poop from you.
That is fair.
I don't need this. Like this was not something that this was not. You know what? Nope. We're not friends for like 4 seconds while I find something. And then once we get out of that, you see what they do to me, Rowdy? You think we all just pick on Pat alone? No, they pick on me equally. It's an equal opportunity pick on today. No, it's fine. It's fine. I accept the fact that I'm a terrible human being and that that we're there. But I also forgot to do this real quick, and so I'm glad that I didn't do what I was doing. All right, here we go. Now we can bring this back up. But yes, and then the other big play is Parker's play. He loves this play here.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels 270 plus passing yards last week. You know, I thought it was pretty mediocre. He had 233 passing yards and a touchdown against the Gigantes. I know the Packers defense is better, but I think Jaden Daniels is gonna have a show tonight. So we're going to Jaden Daniels 270 plus passing yards.
Yeah, I mean, and he's done it in in a bunch of games. So passing and rushing too. And this is passing and rushing. Excuse me. He's hit this in 4 straight passing and rushing. So that's not the right number either. My bad. I'm just pulling wrong numbers. Like it's my jib. Like it's my jib because I'm really good at it. But yes, that is passing and rushing combined. I need to get the actual number on it. Jesus, I'm terrible at my jib.
It's okay.
I know. Just smack me later. But yes, that is where we're going. I know. I'm sorry. It's actually minus 1.7 or minus 135. Minus 135? Yes, minus 135. Okay. As I'm pulling up. But yes, combined passing and rushing. He might hit it passing too. Dude, screw it. Bet both of them.
Yeah. Passing and passing rushing.
Yeah. If your name is Pat, then bet them both.
Both at this point. What are we thinking with this, Rowdy?
Well, if it's passing and rushing, I think I would like it for like passing and rushing, but just passing, I don't know. I gotta look to see.
You're good. I think you said it in 4 straight passing and rushing.
Yeah,
including the playoffs. So,
well, he threw for a ton during the playoffs.
Green Bay is 6th in opponent yards per game.
All right, maybe I mean to be rethinking.
Tight. Yeah,
maybe.
Screw
it. I'm gonna keep going with it.
Yeah,
it's Jaden Daniels. He's the GOAT.
Yeah,
I mean they faced Jared Goff. Like, how good is Jared Goff really? Really?
I mean, he got a Super Bowl
and scored 3 points.
That's fair.
Just throwing that out there. But yes, those are the 2 plays here. Let's go ahead and jump to the next guy, and it is the parlay guy. He's got a bunch of bets, and let him tell you about them.
Look, it's Commanders on Thursday Night Football, so you know I wasn't going to have 1 or 2 bets on here. And I have about 30 that aren't on this slip, to be honest. But we're going to start off with Debo, 4+ receptions. He had 7 catches on 10 targets in week 1. They're clearly putting in packages just for Debo. They really want to get him involved. He's starting to look a lot like, 2021 Debo when he went off for the 49ers, where he was damn near the MVP of the league. Like he had that crazy year. He's starting to look a little bit more like that. So I'm loving every second of that. Josh Jacobs, 70+ rushing yards. In 2024, he averaged 4.4 yards a carry. In week 1, he was at 3.5. But I think he's going to get a minimum of 20 carries in this game, so I think he cruises to 70 yards even at the 3.5. Dobbs, 40-plus receiving. In week 1, he had 2 catches for 68 yards. He hit this in 8 of 13 last year, and even when against the Giants, who were pretty anemic against Washington last week, Neighbors still got for over 70. I don't see a problem for Dobbs getting this. He might get this in 1 catch, to be completely honest with you. And then Daniels, 20-plus completions. So I'm fully aware this game is going to be a tough game for Washington to win. I do think that is going to be a battle to the end, and I think they're going to end up having to throw a lot. So I think 20 completions is fair for him to get. He got it in 8 of 11. His last 11, including the playoffs. So I think that we got a chance at that, and I got that plus 435. This next one, I'll do the best bet since it's on there. Josh Jacobs touchdown. I think this is a given. The man has scored in 9 straight games going back to last year, and he's got like 14 or 15 touchdowns over that 9-game span because he had a couple of 3 touchdown games. I don't see a world in which he does not score a touchdown today. Then parlay 2 is my favorite of all of them. Jordan Love 200-plus passing yards. I think this is a given. Like I said, I do think it's going to be a back-and-forth game. I think both these quarterbacks are going to be throwing more than normal. He hit this in 11 of 15 in 2024. I think he's in better form this year than he was last year. Daniels 175-plus passing yards. Like I said, he went for 233 in week 1. I know that was the Giants. I do know that the Packers defense are better. I am going to say this, and risk sounding stupid. I get the Packers are decent. I think people are blowing their defense way out of proportion. I don't think they're nearly as good as people are trying to claim they are after 1 week. We saw 1 week against a Lions team that proved some weeks they're amazing and some weeks they don't show up. How do we know last week was just a week they just didn't show up, and that made the Packers look better? I'm going to go Krosky Merritt more than 8+ rushing attempts. Last week, he was ranked 4th on the depth chart. He had 10 carries, and he went for 82 yards, averaging 8.2 yards a carry. This dude's workload is only going to get bigger and bigger. The 10 he had last week is going to be the lowest he has all season, barring an injury. And then Daniels, 30-plus rushing yards. He hit this in 16 of his last 20, including playoffs. He had 68 rushing last week. I just don't see a world in which this doesn't happen. And I left something off of this that is not on there, which is on me. But Jacobs 18+ rushing attempts. Again, they're going to be feeding him to try to open the pass up. They're not going to stop. He's the only back in that backfield. There is no share in this backfield. It's Josh Jacobs or bust. And I got this at plus 485. Then lastly, we got the 750 club. We're going big or going home. Again, we got the Josh Jacobs touchdown. I already talked about it. Debo anytime touchdown. Again, I think they're going to be featuring him running, throwing. He's on the kick return team. This dude is everything right now. And then I'm going with Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. He scored in week 1. They say he's averaging 8.2 yards a carry. I think he can bust one open. And I got this at plus 1,300. I boosted it to plus 1,625. And the last time I put the 750 club on the sheet, it hit. So let's hope that happens again. I have a variation of this that's not on my sheet. But, Pat, you might want to bet it. So I did this exact same bet, but instead of Debo anytime touchdown, have Debo first to score, and it's plus 9,950 with the boost.
Oh, wow.
So I think I feel like if these 3 could score, you're just praying that it's Debo that gets the first one, and then you're going big if you hit it. So these are the bets I got for today, along with about 4 million other ones. If you want my other ones and you're in our group for DraftKings, check them out because most of them are in DraftKings.
Man, of course I'm going to bet that. Are you kidding me?
Bet it.
This guy acting like I'm not going to bet that.
I think it was like 7,000 and I had it boosted to 9,000 something.
Get him to the
So it's Debo first and then the other 2 just to score?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Whatever.
I don't remember what it was before the boost, but I know it was almost 10,000 after the boost.
No, I have your main one at 1,400 now, so it's gotten even better.
There you go.
I mean, it's all right, whatever. And then Benny's in here putting in bets. I mean, he said Jacobs. I think he means Jaden. Who does he mean?
No, Jacobs. Josh Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
Over 20.
No, I think I think he meant love
Completions?
because he said completions.
Yeah,
unless he means rush attempts.
Oh, hey, y'all. So like in my so in my dynasty league, I have Kyler Murray and I have Jordan Love at my QB. Should I start Love or should I start should I start Kyler Murray this week?
Oh no, I don't know. That's a
who was it, Murray or who?
Love.
I go Love.
Honestly, I would go with Love. I'm not gonna lie.
The reason why you go Love is because Kyler Murray's not going to pass the ball in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They're going to be up by $1 billion.
Yeah.
They're playing the
and
Panthers.
They're going to be feeding Connor
fight their way out of a wet paper bag with 18 samurai swords.
I think this is going to be a bigger Connor game than it's going to be a Murray game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels over 20.5 completions. Lock it up.
Yeah, and I just took it. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm betting it too.
I'm starting to really...
first place, so you know I like it.
That's crazy that I yeah, I mean, whatever.
Listen.
Oh,
Pat,
I'm liking,
I can change your contract later.
No, it's fine.
No.
I'm good.
Let's go ahead and jump to the next guy, Rob. Stick around as long as you can. I know you're dipping out of here early. Let's go ahead and get to the next one, which is the Duke of Slips. What you got today, man?
I got a bunch. All right. I like for football. We'll get into those. My only two picks that I have is golden touchdown. This is shout out to Jersey Jerry. Just a hunch more than anything. Matthew Golden touchdown. He's clearly one of the top targets for Mr. Jordan Love that we just talked about. I like the Commanders to just win outright. I can take them with the points. I think this Commanders team is better than people, and I think the Commanders are better than what people are saying, and I think I don't trust the Packers. If the Packers come out and just dominate, I will eat crow. That's fine. I take the points if you're the Commanders. If you're not that confident, but I like the Commanders money line. I took the juice. Next, shout out to our guy Benny. I went Tigers money line. College football. Yes, there's college football tonight too. I went Wake Forest and the points for 7. And then for baseball, I have Bryce Miller and Jose Soriano 5+ Ks. Got that at plus money. David Peterson 6+ Ks for the Mets. And then, a couple of unders that I don't usually do. But Gavin Williams for the Guardians under 4.5 Ks and Schlittler.
Yep.
Make sure I don't say something different. Under 5.5. These are just, I wouldn't say they're necessarily gut plays. I do have some stats to back them up. I don't want to, keep the show going longer than it needs to for those. So I'll just do some quick ones. Peterson, 6+ is hitting 5 of his last 10. The probability for this is about 61%. I just think this is doable. And you go over the 5.5. His line is 5.5, so I'm taking the 6. I think top versus left-handers, he is very solid this year. Miller and Soriano, I can give a quick thing on that. I know, as you see there, I have Miller 5+, Soriano 5+. I honestly don't know if Miller will hit this. This is why it's a big one. But 5 has hit in 4 of his last 6. So we're looking at him to get at least 5. We obviously need him for 6. Lazardo. Do I have Lazardo there? No, Soriano, excuse me. Soriano. I'll give you some quick stats on Soriano. Soriano is I don't have his stats. I'm gonna skip him. I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, Gavin Williams under, which is not like me. I generally like to go overs, but I decided to go with an under here. It's under 4 is hitting 6 of his last 8. So this is not a guy who's striking out players at a crazy clip.
Nope.
And let me just make sure I'm saying this right.
Shitler?
No, you said it. You said it.
Slitler.
I said it.
Slitler.
I said it for you.
The shitter. Well, you're hoping Slitler hits the shitter.
The under. The under. I hope Slitler goes under. Yes. And he's been under. It's been under 5 or less in his last 7. 5 or less in 5 of his last 7 for Schlittler. Going against one of the better teams in baseball. So give me all of that. That's what I got. And before I get in trouble, give me that.
Fair enough. Shout out to Schlittler. Hitting the shit early. That's the key.
Yeah.
I almost want to say it's Schindler, but like that, he had a list and this guy doesn't.
I was just saying
Schindler had a list. Yeah, we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that.
Movie.
Let's go ahead and jump to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rowdy Rhymes with his best bets of the day. Oh, I forgot to get the Tucker Kraft first touchdown odds. Let me do that real quick. But go ahead, Rowdy, and then explain your pick.
So my reasoning for the over 48.5 is these teams can be like really high scoring. I'm looking and both of these teams allow over 200 have allowed over 200 yards, but that's only because it's the because it was the first game. But both of these teams both of these teams get in the red zone and they are going to it's going to rain points tonight. And then Tucker Kraft. So I was watching Red Zone with my friends last week, and I was watching in the Packers game was showing, and I said Tucker Kraft needs to score the first touchdown, and that's exactly what happened last week. So I'm going back to it and going Tucker Kraft first touchdown.
Listen, he's going to war with Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
The man has Casino War as his background for his slide, and he says, I'm going to war with Tucker Kraft. And the man's going at an 11-1 shot. You know Rob's betting that thing, even though he's got Debo as a first leg or two. But yeah, I mean, you really can't go wrong there in that situation. Love it, Rowdy. I actually just bet this for a little bit of a schmeckle.
A schmeckle?
Yeah, put a schmeckle on it. Why not throw a schmeckle? This is a little schmeckle. Nothing crazy. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I might have parlayed actually both of your plays together for a schmeckle. Not going to lie. I'm going to be that guy. Yes, I need to call 1-800-GAMBLER, Pat. You don't have to tell me. But
wait a minute. Well, I'm betting TDs and you're betting parlays. What is this?
Yeah, this is weird. I don't know how I feel about life. It's awkward. I feel really weird. Are we in the Spider-Man meme? Hold on. Let me point at you and you point at me.
Although shout out to Benny yesterday who told me the Pirates were going to screw me.
Yeah.
I just feel like I had to bet it.
Yeah, you do. You do. Listen, Rowdy, that is a perfect play. You have to follow your gut from time to time. Trust me, I followed my gut to food, and it led me to where I'm at.
And look at where I'm at.
And so, when you follow, you follow your nose like Toucan Sam did. This time, you're just going to follow your gut.
Yeah.
And hopefully it leads to a win.
Rowdy, I don't know if you know this, but since you've come on this show, every time me and you have done a best bet on a show, I've parlayed them together and they've hit every single time. We are 100% right now.
Let's go.
So, Josh Jacobs touchdown and the over 48.5 sounds like a parlay to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Plus 146. All right, it's in. Locked it in.
I go, all right.
Locked it in.
I'm gonna.
If
They
this
don't have to
misses,
do this.
I am the black cat.
Look, hold on. I'm gonna take it a step further though. You all do not, but I'm also gonna throw in Tucker Kraft first touchdown with it.
Oh,
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh Jesus.
That's because we're the degenerates of the show. It's okay, Pat. It's our role.
It's just
Pat, you put it in, so when I go on there, it already is in there.
40.5 and first
Let's
touchdown.
Oh,
Let's go.
winning this.
Unreal.
But yeah, Rowdy, shout out Rowdy. Anybody that's in the chat, shout out Benny who's in the chat dropping in some bets. I'm not gonna lie, I made every single bet that you popped in. I got them a little different lines than you did, but that Kansas State money line, it does look really juicy for tomorrow. I'm with you there. And considering I for some odd reason I'm the betting connoisseur of college football on this show.
How about that?
I never thought that would be the day, but considering I've only missed 2 college football bets on this show.
Not a fan of that comment, but that's fine.
Listen, numbers don't lie, dog.
Go
Numbers
check
don't
out
lie.
a college football podcast. We just dropped an episode today.
Yep.
College FP
I got him at 40 plus with positive money, let alone the over 40.5. I didn't even have to. I avoided the hook there, Benny, and I got him for plus money. So yeah.
Do you bet anything on TCU?
Not this week yet.
Yeah, this is no, all right.
TCU's my squad. TCU's my squad.
Let's just go receivers.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get to those records. Look at Rowdy on the left side where I wish I could be, but I am right now captain under units. But I have a big day today. I hit both of those bets. Right to the left side I go, and that's the dream. Put Kel back in his rightful place as captain under units. So if you're here for the live and you're here for the podcast, we're going to get ready to do the podcast, but we have one more thing we have to do before we do that, and it's going to be our commercial break, quote unquote, before we jump into the podcast. And it is to talk about our we have one more thing we have to do, and that is let me remove this and do this, because we have to talk about one thing. We have to wrap this live up correctly. We have to talk about what we do as a show, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet
slips.
All right, everybody. If you're just watching the live, stay around if you want to watch the live podcast. But that is everything of the general live thing, and we will be back after this short commercial break. Oh, wait. The commercial break is here. It is Nevin Eyewear, and Pat should be dropping that code in momentarily. But you go use our promo code for Nevin. You can get 30% off of one pair, or you can buy one at full price and get 2 for free.
Hey.
And free shipping of any order over $50. So go ahead and go to Nevin Eyewear and get some of the amazing Nevin glasses that you're seeing on your screen, including the ones that are on Pat's face. Go use our link. We appreciate you for using our link, and it'd be incredible. Nevin Eyewear, where you go to get the best eyewear possible through Nevin. Use our link, and like I said, 30% off, or you buy one, get 2 free using that free description link. When we return, after I'm going to kind of like black us out for a second, and when we return, we're getting right into the podcast of Just the Bet Slips, where we pick every NFL game on the slate. And that will be in just one moment. Stick with us. What is up? We are here for the podcast now. Again, we're still live on X and YouTube. So if you didn't get it there, then go ahead and just make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're at, whether you're on YouTube, on the X. Follow at The Rowdy Rhymes on X as well. Are you on YouTube as well, Rowdy, or are you just X?
Just X. Like I like I have a YouTube account, but I haven't like made any like videos or anything on there.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Just want to make sure. Yeah. So we enjoy that. But yeah, we started. We don't really get much on YouTube, but we're trying to grow that too. So hopefully, everybody will get up on the YouTube. But this is the podcast. All your podcast pals are here. It is myself, CJ the PD King. To my right, your left, if you're watching, is
Parker White.
Absolutely. And then to my left, your right, as you're looking, is the man sitting in the bed.
Yes, correct.
Duke of Slips, Pat.
I am.
And then beneath everybody is the Rowdy Rhymes. And we're going to get into all these bets. Now, again, if you don't know the format, I'm going to tell you, we have all compiled our picks, staved over the midnight oil, and done our picks via candlelight and tried to figure out who is going to win this week. Now, I don't have a graphic for this, but I'm going to pull it up because the man's smirking at me, and I know he wants me to. And it is the records from last week. Now, our consensus records, we went 13-3. What we promised you is that we would be 75% or better on our consensus pick.
Oh, that's insane.
Our consensus picks went 13-3. The only picks we missed, the Chiefs was a consensus pick that got missed. The Patriots was a consensus pick that got missed. And the Bears, where everybody picked the Bears, and the Bears got lost, except for Rowdy. Rowdy knew better, but he picked it on Monday. It doesn't count. We pick our stuff on Wednesday. That's okay. It's all right, Rowdy. It's not your fault. Yeah, Pat's laughing. And the reason why Pat's laughing to the bank is because Pat went 14-2.
Did I?
You went 14-2.
I went 14-2.
Now, Rob was
unreal.
Rob and Tommy were the worst of us that went 10-6. So even if you listen, you went 14-2.
Wow.
Parker went 13-3. He was very even with the consensus. And myself and Kel each went 11-5.
And I went and I went 14-2.
14-2. You see what he does, Rowdy? He just keeps reiterating the fact that he went 14-2. I've already told him like 3 different times that he went 14-2.
So that's.
We need to check his ears, Pat. I need your wife to get you a Q-tip because you need to clear some stuff out.
No, I have a lot of earwax. It's bad.
We can tell. We can tell.
14. Wait. So I was 12 over. So 14-2.
Yes.
14-16.
All right. Move on. You're good.
Oh,
no, you're good.
Move on.
Oh wait, what games was it?
Pat missed the Bears because all of us missed the Bears.
Okay.
And then he missed the Lions. But the consensus picks that were missed were the Chiefs was a consensus pick. The Patriots was a consensus pick that was missed, but Pat got that because he's a homer. And then the Bears. Yes, your hand up, sir.
So was one of those ones that I won was the Raiders beating the Patriots, right?
Correct.
Wait. Oh my goodness. The Raiders beat the Patriots?
Yes.
I thought that was impossible. I thought, according to you guys, that was impossible.
I said I'm picking the Patriots because they're at home.
Yeah, well, who was the only one who picked the Raiders?
The Raiders. You see what he does?
Who was that though? I'm just asking.
I literally said it was you.
Yeah. Oh, it was me. It was me that picked the Raiders. The only one that did. Okay, all right. You can move on.
You know who picked the Lions though, and didn't realize that the
Packers were also me. But who? Well, okay, that was me. But then who went 14-2?
I'm not debating that action, Pat.
Right.
What I'm telling you is.
But wait. Can you answer that question?
I've already answered it multiple times. I do not need
one more time, and I'll stop. One more time, and I'll stop.
Perjure myself.
One more time, you answer that question. I'm done.
The Duke of Slips went 14-2.
That's this guy. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. That's fine. It's quite. Who's also killing it in college football and who's not?
Ooh.
It's a role reversal. I understand.
That's debatable. That's debatable. I mean, you're going to have to listen to a college football podcast that's going to drop, already dropped today.
Yeah.
Go listen to that. Yeah.
Just saying, my bets for college, your bets in college.
Oh, I'm doing
not
great
here
in
nor
college.
there to complain.
I'm doing
just
great in
here
college football,
saying
bro.
what I'm at. But let's go ahead and
I'm
jump
from
this week
14 and
now.
2.
If you don't know how we do the consensus, Rowdy, and you're like you might even be a tiebreaker from now on. But we have 6 of us that bet, and what we did for the consensus, if it was tied 3-3, 3 people picked one team, 3 people picked the other. We said Vegas is going to be the tiebreaker. So whoever is favored in the matchup was going to be the consensus pick. So for last week, for example, and I actually throw this up here. Let me throw this up. There it is. Last week, for example, the Chiefs were a 3-3. 3 people picked the Chargers, 3 people picked the Chiefs. Because the Chiefs were favored, the Chiefs got the nod. And then there were a couple others as well, like the Colts. 3 people picked the Colts, 3 people picked the Dolphins. Colts were favored, so the Colts got the nod on the consensus. Same with the 49ers, and same with the Rams. So that's how we broke the quote-unquote tie. But there are some games that are just too obvious, and they are our unanimous picks. And this week, Jaguars at Bengals. We are taking the Bengals. They're favored by 3.5, but we are taking them. Again, these are all money lines, ladies and gentlemen, all money lines. We are taking the Bengals. We are also taking the Giants to beat the Cowboys. Rowdy, I have a feeling you're going to sit here and say, take the Cowboys even with the points. Am I right?
Wave the Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would take the Cowboys. I don't know if this game is going to be close or not, or if like Cowboys are just gonna like dog walk the Giants or not.
As an Eagles fan, I'm going to say this right now. I hate the Cowboys with the fiery passion of 1,000 suns. They're going to dog walk the Giants, and it's not even going to be close. CeeDee Lamb's not going to forget how to catch a pass. And the Eagles' sans Jalen Carter is still better than this Giants lineup. So, yeah, I feel like that's a no doubt.
Wait, the one thing, though, I would say watch out for Giants. Watch out for Giants like defensive line, because Abdul Carter and
Dexter Lawrence,
and like they got some dogs on that defensive line.
100%.
Watch out for them.
Yep.
But I agree with the Cowboys.
100%. Let's go to the next ones. We think the Lions bounce back versus the Bears, which will oh wait, that's a liar. That's not a consensus. It should have been a consensus, but it's not. One person decided to pick the Bears because they're crazy. So my bad. Hand up accountability. We all picked the Rams. We all picked the Rams. We all picked the 49ers over the trash Saints. We all picked the Bills. And we all picked the Ravens.
So the 49ers are my survivor for this week. So
ooh, yeah.
Nice. Good
big
call.
Fan of that. If Purdy, I actually didn't take him. I'm taking the Ravens as my survivor purely because I don't know what the Niners are going to be without Purdy, which is sad to say because Purdy is not that great. Shockingly enough, before Purdy got his contract, can you name the player for the 49ers, the quarterback that got the most money from the 49ers? Do you know who that is, Rowdy?
I'm thinking it's either got to be. Let me think.
It's a gross name, Rowdy. It's a really dumb name. Really dumb. Not a quarterback you would expect it to be. Pat, this is the fun trivia of today. The quarterback for the 49ers that has been paid the most money from the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, wow. Like
currently still not Brock Purdy, but it will be Brock Purdy.
Ever? Garoppolo?
That is the correct answer. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Wow.
That is a gross answer, by the way.
Wait, he's still in the league, right? Or
he might be. I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He is.
The fact that
he back up somewhere.
Yeah, the fact that he robbed San Francisco blind and now they're paying Mr. Irrelevant. Just tells you exactly how bad it's been since
Chargers?
Montana and Steve Young for the Niners.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's tough to compare that, but
I mean, they had a brief stint with Colin Kaepernick too, so can't forget that.
Well, no, I just like money wise and stuff like
Fair. No, I get it. Yeah, well, that's
Jimmy
what I'm saying.
Jimmy G just
right place, right time,
he's
man.
a Ram. He's a Ram. Yeah.
He's a Ram now. Even worse.
Even worse.
Bills over Jets, we like is unanimous, like I said, and Ravens over Browns for unanimous. So there is one mistake I'm going to have to correct there.
I definitely don't disagree with those.
Love it.
Love that.
Yeah. So but we'll get into the next couple of slides here. And again, if you're listening to the podcast, you can't see the slides, but just we'll explain everything. We're going to start with the Thursday night game. We have Commanders at Packers. The Packers are favored by 3.5. Again, this is just money line, but they're favored. We have 4 people. Oh, and I messed this up because I left Falcons in there. Man, when you try to do stuff and you try to do stuff quick, I tell you, you know what? Hand up accountability. I was trashed today.
Happens.
Yeah, I mean, words, things, places, things. All right, let's get now we're back. Now we're cooking with gas. Commanders versus Packers. We have 4 people on the Commanders, myself, Rob, Pat, Kel, and then Parker and Tommy are on the Packers. I don't know if Tommy he explained the Packers. Tommy's thoughts for the Packers of Thursday Night Football is weird. I don't think the Commanders look insanely impressive in week 1, whereas I thought the Packers looked really good defensively and made plays offensively. I think Jaden Daniels has a big game, but I do much like the Packers at home. So he's definitely going Packers at home. Parker, what are your thoughts for that? And then obviously myself and Rob, and I think I've got Pat, myself and Pat, and I think I have Rob's video, which he'll have something in
there. I know I'm definitely on the Packers side.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Fair. Go ahead, Parker.
Well, I mean the tiebreaker, because I think it's a coin flip. It's Packers are at home.
Right.
And I mean, look, their defense looked really good last week. Micah Parsons. I mean, I think Jane Daniels can put up some points, but think that the Packers can hold up offensively. Jordan Love, show me something. You showed me last year. And Josh Jacobs is a beast. So I'm going with the Packers.
Fair enough. Let's go ahead and jump to Rob, the parlay guy, with his video that he recorded earlier about these games that we had differences on. So, Rob, why the Commanders here?
We are going over today. First off, we got Commanders versus Packers. Going Commanders. Look, I know that the Packers looked amazing in week 1. And sure, the Washington won, and they won 21-6, but it wasn't like in a blowout impressive fashion. I will say that as a Commanders fan, it seems a little bit of a home pick, but their offensive line is better. Their defense is better. I think that any game that Jaden Daniels is in, Washington stands a chance. I think this game is going to be a slugfest. It's going to come down to the final drive or 2 of the game. And this could be a letdown game after that big win the Packers put up against the Lions. So I'm just gonna go and take the Commanders on the road here. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes either way, but I'm just leaning towards the Commanders on this one. So yeah.
Yep, that is where he's at. Pat, do you want to add anything? The only thing I'm going to add is I trust Jaden Daniels over Jordan Love with the ball in his hands. And that's I feel like this game could be a last drive game. And I trust Jaden Daniels get the job done more than I trust Jordan Love. However, I will say this: if the Packers get up early and they can maintain the lead, and Jaden Daniels doesn't have the ability to come back, it's a wrap.
Oh, I'm certainly scared. That's why I'd be taking the points, which I already have. But money line, I mean, I'm just going to go with my gut and just say I think the Commanders are a different team. Jane Daniels, year 2. Debo, Jacory or Bill, as it were. I think the Commanders are just going to be, and yeah, it's a new look Packers defense. Will they be around in the NFC? Absolutely, but I'm putting my faith in Jedi 5 here.
Fair enough. Rowdy, I know you said you like the Packers. Do you like the Packers spread, or would you flip to the Commanders if you had to go points here?
Well, like I do think it's going to be a slugfest, but I do think Packers cover the spread as well.
Okay, all right, fair. Hey, definitely thinking the Packers by 4+. I can definitely see it. I'm just thinking this thing's going to go down tight, and who do I trust more with their ball in their hands late in the game? And I've seen it more from Jaden Daniels than I've seen with Jordan Love. Jordan Love's a great front runner, so if the Packers are up early,
that's fair.
It's a wrap, 100%. Yeah. But if it comes down to a 1-score game and Jaden Daniels has the opportunity to make the plays at the end, I'm there. I'm with you. But yeah, I could absolutely see that game script going your way for sure. If they cover that's for sure. I'm going to we're going to go over this. I don't know if Rob talked about this one, and if he did, we'll get to it. But it's Kel with the lone wolf here, with the homer pick of the day. Do we really need to go over the fact that the Bears just lost to a rookie quarterback and made him look really, really good late? Made him almost look like a Hall of Famer late in that game. And then they're going to go up against this Lions team, and he is expecting them to win on the road when they couldn't get it done at home. Does anybody have a good thought?
I'll say this really quick. If this was 7.5, I'd probably be taking the points as with the Bears. But just to win, this is a get-right game for the Lions. They might blow them out. So this could be a 2-3 score game. But if I wanted to be safe, I might take 7.5. But no,
in defense of Kel's pick of the Bears, like I think the Lions, like, can Dan Campbell do it without Johnson and who was the D coordinator last year? They're both head coaches this year.
Yeah,
Aaron Glenn.
And so, like, they didn't look good in week 1, and he lost 2 coordinators. And so this is kind of on Dan Campbell. Look, I like the Lions. Don't get me wrong, but in defense of Cal's lone wolf pick, there are questions to be answered about the Lions, and how often there's always one team that last year was really good. They come in this year with expectation, and there's at least one team that kind of doesn't live up to expectations. Is that the Lions? I don't know. I mean, I like the Lions, but I could definitely see it swing that way.
Yeah, Rowdy, what are we thinking here, man?
I'm thinking I'd probably take the points, like leaning towards the Bears, because, like, I don't know which like Lions team is gonna show up. Are we gonna are we gonna see the Lions team that we got last week, or are we gonna get the hungry like the hungry Lions, the Lions that want to win and like score like a whole lot of points?
Right.
I think that's fair.
The Lions that won the number 1 seed last year in the NFC.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, if you're saying that Detroit's got to win by 7, I might throw it on the Bears rather than the Lions, but just straight up, I don't think the Lions lose this game. And I think Dan Campbell has them fired up. So that's the reason I'm going Lions here. I stayed away from this as a possible eliminator, though, because I hate picking eliminators that are division games.
Yeah.
So there's that. But principle remains the same. Consensus, we're going with the Lions here because Kel is lone wolfing on this one. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one, which is Dolphins at Patriots. We've got 2 people going Dolphins, which is myself and Pat. And then we have 4 people going with the Patriots. So the Patriots are the consensus pick, but we're going to make our case for the Dolphins. Pat, go ahead and start with you.
Yeah, this is more or less they looked horrible week 1. The Dolphins did. I don't think the Patriots, despite the score, looked much better, offensively at least. This is one of those games where I'm betting on the Dolphins not being as bad as they looked. And if they are, which they very well could be, then this is, and that's why I think the line is where it's at, 1.5, probably get to 2.5, whatever it is. This is either the Dolphins are completely broken, or they win handsomely this game, because I do not think the Patriots are a mediocre at best team. The Dolphins can't have the opportunity to be better than mediocre, but there is also a chance that they're just bad. And this is me betting on the Dolphins figuring it out in week 2. But would I be shocked if they get blown out by the Patriots? No. But I'm firmly with the Dolphins.
I'll explain my Dolphins pick, and then we'll get to Rob has his video for the Patriots. Mine is purely because this is in Miami. Mm-hmm. And if you look historically, the Patriots beat the Dolphins up in Foxborough, and Miami beats the Patriots even when it was Tom Brady down in Miami. Acclimatization is a very real thing, and that is the reason why I am taking the Dolphins here, purely because it's in Miami. This thing's in New England. I'm absolutely flipping my vote. This is who the home team, and I'm taking the Dolphins. So let's go ahead and jump to Rob and see his explanation for the Pats real quick.
Next, we got Pats versus Dolphins.
I love that.
The Dolphins looked completely inept. They looked like if they're that team that we saw in week 1, the rest of the season, they might be the worst team in all of football. It doesn't make sense because there is a lot of talent on this roster still. I mean, they made Daniel Jones look like Dan Marino. It's just I don't know what to say, but I'm going Pats here. It's not that I think the Pats are overly great. It's not that I'm hyping up Drake May. I just think the Dolphins are that bad, and until they get it together, I can't go with them. So we're gonna ride the Pats.
All right. Rowdy or Parker, do you want to say anything before I jump Rowdy in here?
Well, I think the Dolphins are a little bit like trash.
Sure.
Like, I think Mike McDaniel, I think he's a good head coach, but I think he's gonna get fired. Like, I think it's gonna be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, all you have is Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And I mean, Tua, he showed last week. Now it was against my Colts, so what do we expect? but their offense looked really bad. And granted, they were on the road indoors, but I don't believe in this Dolphins team, and I think they are one of the worst teams in football.
Fair enough. Rowdy, what are your thoughts on this game?
I do not trust Miami. I think Tua is overrated.
We all know that.
That's fair.
And I'm seeing that the Patriots are plus money. I'm gonna have to ride with the Patriots, even though I don't really like the Patriots, but
neither.
I just don't trust the Dolphins right now.
No, it's fair.
Crappy game.
Yeah, it's not a good game.
Yeah.
This thing, it also is supposed to be 86 and thunderstorms. This game could be real sloppy.
Yeah.
Not a fan favorite.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
very much.
Honestly, yeah.
Let's go ahead to the next one, and it is Seahawks Steelers. This is a lone wolf situation.
How is he? That's 2 for Cal.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not hating on him, but that's 2. He's the lone wolf twice.
Sam Darnold on the road.
I understood his first lone wolf, but
against
I don't
Aaron Rodgers, who looked really good against a pretty decent Jets.
Yeah,
defense.
that's
and who's the home team?
And who the home team?
Who the home team? That's just what it is for me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, you're good.
Just my thought process. First of all, 2.5. So it's expected to be they're very similar teams, not just because they start with the letter S. It's just it's like I think they are, but I also see Aaron Rodgers look good. I hate to say that. Aaron Rodgers look good. Aaron Rodgers, he looks comfortable. It feels like he is where he wants to be for potentially his last season. He's got weapons. Don't know what the Seahawks are. Have no idea.
Yeah.
Other than Kenneth Walker, Darnold, I guess, and I'm not a Darnold hater, but don't know who he's throwing to. Don't know the defense. Just the Steelers make more sense. And at home, look, if this was flipped, I would have loved it even more because Mike Tomlin as a home dog is unreal. But this being as close as it is to even, you got to go with the Steelers. I mean, this could be an 11-12 win Steeler team. We'll see. But that's just how I feel. I don't know what the Seahawks are.
That is 100%. We don't really know. Rowdy, is there a game script in your head that gives the Seahawks the edge, or is this just an absolute wild pick by Keldog?
I don't think it's a wild pick. I think this game is personally going to be a snooze fest.
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry, that took me a second. Yeah, absolutely.
I would not mind taking Seahawks plus 3.5.
Yes.
At 2.5, I think I'd rather take it at plus 3.5 for like leaning Seahawks.
Which I can understand that. It's 2.5. You go Steelers. 3.5. Maybe you lean Seahawks. I personally think Steelers win by a touchdown. But would I be shocked if what Rowdy just said comes to fruition? Absolutely not. Because I don't know. I don't think we know what either of these teams are. I just know that Aaron Rodgers, at 41 years old, just threw 4 touchdowns last week. Right. That's what I know. And
I'm gonna be real honest, Pat. Sorry to try to cut you. I thought you were done there.
No, you're good.
Pat, Parker, you and I have a thing on the Sports GPS that we haven't done in a while.
What's that?
But this game could very well and very easily become the Rock Fight of the Week. Like, very easily, this thing could be like 10-7.
Yeah.
Like, just absolutely, they're just chucking rocks at each other, and that's it. I could
Would
very
you like
easily
my
see this
rock?
Game. Yeah, thank you. Like,
That was
this
awesome.
could be one of the worst games ever, by the way.
Can you guys do that again?
Yeah. The Rock Fight of the Week.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we usually do that in our recap shows, which we'll start our recap shows in week 4. Because we still have baseball. What are we talking about? Anyway,
and we are baseball.
We are baseball guys more than anything. But yeah, I really just don't see this game being a good one, and I think the Steelers just roll.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going there.
Yeah.
I don't hate that 3 play. I really think this is a 10-7 game. So
yeah.
Like, honestly, I just envision 10-7 at the old ketchup bottle.
The old ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
2017.
I like the ketchup.
Yeah, something stupid. Yeah, something real stupid and real low.
Yeah.
That's what I envision. Broncos Colts, we have a lone wolf in the building.
This guy.
I'm just going to let you make your case because I have a feeling it's my team and I'm a homer. But if you have other reasons, go for it.
Well, I will give. Okay. It's not. I mean, look, they're at home. I am a homer. However, Pro Football Focus did come out with who's the best offensive line last week. It was the Colts. Like, their offensive line is actually playing well. Secondly, their defense is more underrated than people give it, credit.
Yeah.
Like their off-season picks of Cassius Ward and Bynum, like I mean, his celebration for the pick was awesome. I think the Colts are a schmeckle of underrated. Like I think people just think they're average at best. I'm not saying they're like super good, but I think they're better than we think. Daniel Jones actually looked pretty good. I'm not saying like, oh, he's the second coming of Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. I'm not saying that, but you know what he did last week? He didn't turn the ball over. That is key because your running back is Jonathan Taylor. He's pretty good. Tyler Warren, the rookie tight end, he's awesome. And they actually protect the quarterback because their offensive line is actually really good. So I'm feeling the Colts. They are at home. Now, Denver, look, they have a good defense. I totally understand that. Bo Nix did not really look good last week, even though I am a believer. But against my Colts, I'm sorry. I'm going Indy over Denver this week. I think it'll be close. I don't think Colts are going to blow them out, but I'm taking my Colts.
Fair enough. Are there any? Yeah, I mean, does anybody want to go on the reason why we're taking the Broncos here? Go ahead, Pat. You want to start it off?
I want to just say first and foremost, this was probably the toughest game for me to pick.
Here, like,
go ahead, yeah, Roddy. Go ahead, Roddy.
Like these two teams are like two of the teams that I took to win their division. I took the Broncos to win the AFC West, and I took the Colts to win the AFC South.
Didn't even do that.
It's just like I think this game goes under, but I might have to go with Colts on this one.
I appreciate you, Rowdy.
I love it.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I was just going to say, so this was the toughest game for me. I do believe in the Broncos, despite them being in my Raiders division. But the thing I wanted to say, and I meant to say this I saved it for this. I was going to say this in the chat. I think we're forgetting that everybody laughing at Danny Dimes starting over Anthony Richardson. Danny Dimes spent a year with Kevin O'Connell, who is by all means is a quarterback guru. And now here he is. And when you watch Daniel Jones last week, he looked like a completely different human being.
Yeah, he did.
So I am not counting out the Colts at all. I love the idea of the Colts winning the division and the Broncos. I don't love the idea of the Broncos winning the division because I'm a Raiders fan. But no, I mean, this was the toughest one for me. But I do think that the Broncos are more talented, potentially more well coached. But if I know it's only 1 week, do not count out Daniel Jones. That's all I'm going to say.
Fair, 100%.
What do you think, CJ?
It's just this Broncos team is just
good.
I don't trust. I know Danny Dimes looked good. I know it. I watched the highlights and I was like, who is this guy? I'm not sure that Miami's defense played anywhere near what they needed to.
Do you know who Kevin O'Connell's brother is?
Who's that?
You guys don't? You really don't know?
I don't.
Jerry O'Connell?
Oh, okay.
Do you guys know who Jerry O'Connell is?
Go ahead, tell us, Pat.
I've heard the name.
Do you not know? Are you seriously?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm.
Right,
maybe
well,
I'm just
no,
in. Maybe
man. This is disrespect to Jerry O'Connell. No.
Why is it disrespect to Jerry O'Connell?
Because he's a legend.
He's a legend?
Yes.
Well, then how do I not know him?
I don't know how you don't know him.
We know who Jerry O'Connell is.
Who is he?
He is a good actor.
Stand By Me. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. So why were you messing with me?
Because I was being funny. Let me be funny for once in my life.
That wasn't very funny.
It's the only time. Kangaroo Jack. Funny. What a terrible movie that was.
Okay, now you're making me happy. Okay.
I used to have Kangaroo Jack on VHS.
I'm good. Now I'm good. I appreciate that. That was actually a pretty good joke.
Let's go ahead to the next one. This is a Pat Lone Wolfer here with the Cardinals Panthers.
Don't like this.
You think the Panthers
Yeah.
go to Phoenix
Mhm.
and win? I know the Cardinals have a Smurf for a quarterback.
Yeah.
He might as well be a garden gnome.
Yeah.
Telling you how you can save money using Travelocity.
Yeah,
But he is better than the Panthers. Please explain to me how the Panthers win this game. And Rowdy's waiting with bated breath.
I will say this, okay? First of all, Bryce Young watching the helmet game on the Titantron thing that they have at the stadium. Not a good look. But this is a team that can beat the Cardinals. That's probably all I have. Other than that's all I got. This is a Panthers team. I don't even honestly know why I picked this, but I think the 6.5 is what kind of made me say I'm going Panthers. I don't know. I think that there are weapons on the Panthers side. You've got Chuba, you've got T-Mac, you've got Bryce. I'm not quite sure what their defense looks like, but I also don't think the Cardinals look like world beaters. So especially taking the points, I would go Panthers. But Lone Wolf. Hey, there was a game last week where I was also the Lone Wolf. And I forget. Oh wait, it was the Raiders, and I had the Raiders.
I really need you to go and
the Raiders won the game
because I think
I went 14-2.
Ever loving mind.
So but wait. Can I?
Whatever thought he had previously in his mind, like whatever semblance of a brain he had from last week has just left town,
left the body.
Just unbelievable. Like there's no way on God's green earth that this Panthers team can beat the Cardinals. And your husband went out on a limb and said, "Oh, the spread's 7, almost 7, and I'm going to go ahead and take him." Now, I know he's going with this whole lone wolf, I picked the Raiders over the Pats thing from last week. And I know that's what he's trying to hang his hat on. But that was a 2.5-point dog that he bet on versus a 6.5-point dog. Can you go knock some sense into your husband? Thank you. She'll be up in a moment.
It's very simple for me. Who the home team?
Yes, Pat.
Can you remind the people who went 14-2 last
You
week?
said you would be done with it. I'm done with you.
Wait, but who was it?
Be a man to your word. It was you, but there was also 2 other lone wolves that
I forgot it was me that went 14-2.
You're fine. Rowdy, who wins this game? Please, for the love of all that is holy,
say the Panthers.
If he says the Panthers, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Rowdy's gonna pick the Panthers.
I mean, I think Panthers cover, but I don't.
Okay.
I like Kyler Murray, but I just don't know because he needs to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison more.
Well, I agree with that.
I'm full agreement.
Threw it enough to Marvin Harrison last week.
Correct.
I totally
Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say. This game is going to be a 21-point game at halftime, and Kyler Murray's just going to do this to James Conner, and then this to James Conner, and then this. It's going to be pro right, left sweep, draw 80 on one-on-one. Ready?
Great.
Next play. All right. Draw sweep right, left tackle over through the Manny hole on one-on-one. Ready? Break. That's going to be the entire second half. So the Panthers cover with garbage time, but this Cardinals team is going to blow the Panthers bricks off.
Yeah.
Pat, you don't have to raise your hand. Just speak.
I like to raise my hand.
Jesus, I'm at school again.
What are we betting on? What are we betting on this? I'll bet.
You want to bet this?
Yeah.
Oh my lordy!
Oh, we just want to put an Abe Lincoln on it.
We can put an Abe Lincoln on it. I'm fine with that. An Abe Lincoln, shake it up.
Abe Lincoln.
If Kyler Murray blows another bet for me, I swear to Jesus.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Swear to Jesus, not swear to God. It's a murky area, I know.
Yeah,
let's go ahead.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's get to the next one, and it is
I hate this.
Eagles at Chiefs. And
Best game of the week.
Best game of the week.
This.
Of course,
I hate this so
don't
much.
have the right thing.
I don't even want to talk about this because I'm not talking about this.
Why? You don't want to talk about it?
No, because I hate that I picked the Chiefs.
Take the Eagles. I cannot stand the Chiefs.
Yeah.
What'd you say now?
Oh, like I cannot stand the Chiefs, so I'm gonna take the Eagles on that.
What a man!
I hate that I picked the Chiefs. I'm not talking about them. This game, I hate this game in general.
Well, let's go ahead and
I hate both teams, if I'm being honest.
Let's go ahead and jump to Rob. Rob, what you got, man?
Eagles versus Chiefs. I just don't think the Chiefs have the offensive power to keep up with them, especially with all of the legal troubles and the injuries. I think the Eagles didn't play their best football last week, and they still came away with a win against Dallas. We saw what the Eagles could do when they are at their best against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I think that the Eagles win this, and I actually don't know if this game is going to be that close. I think it's at least a 10-point win. And you know, I don't know. The Chiefs have made me look stupid before by picking against them. It's kind of like an unwritten rule that it's safe to bet on the Chiefs, but I think things at times have changed. To me, the Eagles are the team to beat until they're not, and they haven't shown any reason for me not to. I mean, the Chiefs had no running game. They had 98 yards rushing, and 57 of those yards were Patrick Mahomes by himself. Yeah. Without a running game, they're definitely not beating this Eagles team. So for all those reasons, I'm just going to Eagles, and I feel like it's going to be a kind of lopsided game.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I totally agree.
And here's the only concern I have. His name's Adoree Jackson. If he gets the start again at right corner, I'm going to absolutely flip my lid. Keely Ringo should be getting the start outside, and that's if and only if Cooper DeJean doesn't start opposite of Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that this Adoree Jackson nonsense needs to stop. He was awful. They picked on him early and often. And I'm talking to the Cowboys there. And Patrick Mahomes will pick on him early and often.
Yeah.
If Adoree Jackson never sees the football field again, I would be a happy man. Go ahead, Rowdy.
I am so glad this game's not a Sunday night game because I cannot listen to, hang on, what's his name? Chris
Collinsworth.
I listen to him glaze Mahomes.
Yeah, it's at least Tony Romo.
Yeah.
In Nance.
Yeah, Nance.
So, like, you get the best commentators that CBS has to offer for this game. So at least there's that.
Right.
At least it's not Troy Aikman either. Oh, Lord.
Good Lord.
There's another one that I can't stand. But yes, I agree with you. The Eagles roll. Pat is already disgusted that he's taking the Chiefs. I will give you this. It's the Chiefs at home. The Eagles don't beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. I think it changes this year, but I understand the pick. I can at least understand the pick.
My only reason, well, again, I hate it. I hate the Chiefs. I hate that I share a name with Mahomes. I despise them. They're the bane of my existence. But to see them going 0-2, I just don't see it happening.
I get that.
That's literally the only reason. I would be the happiest to lose this one. If this is if this is the 2 of my next 14-2, which I think people forget that I went last week, then I would be totally fine with this being one of the 2 that I lose. But it's just it's my feeling, yeah.
Along with the Panthers losing to the Cardinals. Gotcha. All right.
Those would be my 2, yeah. And I go 14-2. Wait. Does everybody remember that I went 14? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Falcons at Vikings. This is a split by split. Consensus takes the Vikings because of the spread. But we're gonna go ahead and Tommy actually brought his picks in this one. Falcons. This game could go either way. More of a coin flip, in my opinion. Just vibing with the Falcons is his thoughts. And then I think we're gonna get Rob's thoughts here in just a second.
Yeah, I'll add to that.
Falcons versus Vikings. So the Vikings started off atrocious. Then they had an amazing comeback win in a game that I'm not sure many people who were actually watching that game thought was even possible. Penix looks actually really good. Bijan's a stud. I just think that if the Vikings start off as slow as they did against the Bears, against this Falcons team, they could find themselves down in a much bigger hole. I think it might be too big for them to climb out of.
Completely agree.
Maybe JJ McCarthy is the JJ McCarthy we saw in the first half, or maybe he's really the guy that we saw in the second half. Time will tell. We don't know, but I'm just going with my gut on this one, and I just think the Falcons come away with this, and we'll learn more after tonight what JJ McCarthy is built out of.
All right. So, with that being said, Pat, do you want to add to those 2?
Yeah. I mean, I think the Falcons are going to be much better than people think that they are going to be. I think, as a college football guy, hand up, not as good gambling on college football as CJ is this year. You're welcome. You're welcome. But as somebody who's JJ McCarthy stinks. He stinks. That being said, he also is with Kevin O'Connell, so that could change things. I don't think he looked particularly good against the Bears, and as Rob said, they were down, and the Bears just bared. Sorry to Kel, but that's just kind of what happened. I think the Falcons are a young, frisky team. I think Michael Penix looked good. I like him a lot. I think Bijan is that dude, and the London injury is something that we're gonna have to keep an eye on. But if they're healthy, this Falcons team is frisky, and I mean, I just see them. I don't think the Vikings are very good. I think they just played a very mediocre to bad Bears team. That's what I got.
And that's fair. I think Parker and I probably have the very similar notion here. If McCarthy is bad early, like he was versus the Bears,
right,
the Falcons can run away with this thing.
I agree.
Yes.
I think JJ McCarthy in Minnesota, back in the North, first game there, I think he's going to rise to the occasion because he showed you that he could rise to the occasion.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Not with his arm.
But I mean, but again, it's the Jalen Hurts situation for me when he was a rookie. He did what he needed to do to win.
Yeah.
And again, I don't care about the numbers as long as there's a W at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what I think he is. Now,
I understand.
I am in full agreement. If he sucks it up like he did the first half of the previous game, this thing's a train wreck, and people are heading to the exits early.
Yeah, and the Falcons might be good. The Vikings could be good too. This is one of those who I'm not going to say who the home team because then I would have taken the Vikings. This is one of those. This is a who that game. Like who are we? Who are you? Shout out to who.
Yeah, Parker.
That's what it is.
Do you have anything to add to what I just said? Or
I like the Falcons. Like I like them as a team, but this is for me one of those who are the home team.
Yeah.
I think McCarthy is better than what the consensus has been the last few weeks. But look, if he has a bad first half, I think the Falcons can run away with it. But I think he is better than what we've seen. I'm not saying he's amazing, but
I've seen one
you know,
game.
yeah, it's what like Pat just said, it's one game. I don't know. His top receiver is pretty good, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Find him the foosball, and
foosball, Bobby Boucher.
yeah. So I mean, look, they need to run the football better, to help McCarthy. Like McCarthy's not going to win by his arm week in and week out. Like the running game needs to show up, and I think they're better equipped to do that at home against the Falcons, who I'm still kind of like.
Yeah.
What is their defense?
Well, and they gave up that lead versus the Bucks, so that's another thing. Even if they get up early, maybe they falter too.
Yeah.
So, Rowdy, what are we thinking with this game, man?
Man, I'm thinking that the Falcons should not have lost that game against the Buccaneers, but they did lose because Koo missed that field goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I have to take the Falcons here.
Okay.
Hey.
Going against Vegas, going against with the consensus. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah.
It all depends on JJ McCarthy and how he starts. If he starts out like he finished that Bears game, I think it's a wrap. I think the Vikings
stinks.
Or the Vikings roll this thing.
This is a coin flip.
Yeah, 100%. I don't like that spread number. I'm definitely betting Falcons plus.
Oh, I'm taking 3.5. Yeah,
to be very clear. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the next one, which is Bucks at Texans. I think Tommy did come up. Yes, Tommy did come up with an explanation here. So you two together. Tommy said the Texans offense didn't do squat against the Rams. Granted, the Rams defense balled out. I trust Baker Mayfield more than Stroud, and I think the Bucks offense has more game-breaking talent to secure a win in a game-winning drive situation, if that's what it comes down to. Evans and Mbuka are a very dynamic duo in the passing game. Texans defense can play well, but I trust the Bucks offense a little bit more. Pat, do you have anything to add to that?
I'm really high on the Bucks, and honestly, kind of low on the Texans this year. I'm very high on the Bucks. I think Ibuka showed that he is a threat. You have Mike Evans, who is going for which I would hate to see happen, but it's probably going to happen. If he gets another 1,000-yard season, he breaks Jerry Rice's record, my favorite player of all time, for most 1,000-yard receiving seasons. But Ibuka has come on and shown that he is that dude, and clearly Baker loves him. I love Baker. I love Bucky. I love this Bucks team, and I think the Texans, while could still be a playoff team, leave a lot to be desired, and I think that's why this line is 2.5. And I love the Bucks. I love the Bucks this year. I think the Bucks are going to be a player in the NFC this season.
Hey. Yeah, I think you're correct. I will tell you the reason why I picked this. Who the home team? There's a lot of times when I'm coin flipping and I go, who the home team?
Yeah, that's totally fair. Totally fair.
And I like Nico Collins and CJ Stroud to figure it out this week because they didn't have it last week.
Figuring it out is the right word. If they do, yes, we can see something happen, but they have not figured it out.
I would not be mad if I reverse jinx this and the Bucks win, because as a Colts fan, I would love to lose. But I do think CJ Stroud is a good quarterback. He needs to show me. He needs to show me more. But I think I would take CJ Stroud over Baker long term. And I mean, Nico Collins he's a stud. And like they're gonna figure it out, and like CJ said, who the home team?
Yeah, I think truly that this was a situation of who the home team. Let's go ahead and find out what Rob said.
Texans versus Bucks. So the Texans defense is largely what I'm going with in this. So I still think Stroud is set for a breakout season. I think he's gonna revert back more to what his rookie season was. I do like Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield has times where he disappears. He did in last week's game. He had times where he disappears, and I think that this Texas defense is going to give him some fits. I think both teams. I think it's going to end up being a close game. I think both teams do play well. I think the Texans D is going to give them the edge in this game, and we're going to rock Texans versus the Bucks.
Yeah. I'm interested to hear what Rowdy has.
I think this game's going to be back and forth. I'm gonna have to take the Bucks on this one.
My guy. Lockstep.
This was literally one that I was just like,
no, we're the home team. Totally fine.
This is hard because I do like Nico Collins, but I do also like Amika as well. Like those two are like two of my favorite like wide receivers. But yeah, I'm taking the Bucks on this one.
Yeah, I don't blame you whatsoever. Trust me, this was one I had zero clue on. So I'm with it. I'm with it 100%. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one here, and it is the Chargers and Raiders.
What? Oh my gosh. Unreal.
Go ahead, Lone Wolf.
Go ahead.
I cannot believe that nobody else is on the Raiders. The defense came to. I'm not going to do my whole little my low voice. I'm not going to be weird like that. But let me just say something. The Raiders are going to win this game, and Brock is going to be fine. I know he left with a little bit of an injury. He's going to play, and even if he didn't, Michael Mayer would be a starting tight end on most teams. Ashton Genty is a beast. Gino, almost 400 yards passing against this Patriots team that everybody said there's no way the Raiders win this game. Oh, they did. And you know who went 14-2? Me. The Raiders are winning this game. The Raiders are for real. The defense played very well. You've got guys that are playing for their jobs. You got guys that are needing to do well. You got Max Crosby. Don't get me wrong, and I just want to add this before I toss it to you guys. I think Justin Herbert I think the Chargers and the AFC West could be one of the best divisions in football. Let's just put it that way. I think the Chargers are going to be very good. I love Harbaugh. I think Justin Herbert, I picked him up in one of my fantasy leagues. I'm not starting him because I won't start him against the Raiders, but I have him on my bench. But the Raiders win this game. The Raiders are going to start 2-0. It's their first home game. Vegas. Let's go. That's what I got. There was no way I was going to pick against the Raiders first home game in Vegas. No chance.
Fair.
So maybe I go 13-3.
Maybe.
So then 27-5. Right. That's okay. That's okay.
Listen, I'm gonna throw this out here. Way to do math quick, Pat.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you. I know that's tough on you.
It is very tough.
Math is hard, especially with a hurt knee. Math can be very hard.
Yes, my knee was telling me that maybe I was off by 1, but no, I figured it out.
No, you nailed it. You nailed it. I'm proud of you. However, you missed this pick. There's no dirty bubble this year to mess up the Chargers' mojo.
You said that last
They look so good versus the Chiefs. They get the extra day of rest, actually 2 days of rest because they played Friday down in Brazil. Now, I'm going to take the day off because they had to travel. But give me the extra day rest. the Raiders had to go from the East Coast to the West Coast. So they still had some travel too. And I trust Herbert more than I trust Geno Smith.
We're Herbert guys.
Last week I picked the Patriots because the Raiders were in Foxborough, and I don't like West Coast teams traveling east. I understand that. You look statistically speaking, West Coast traveling East Coast to play a 1:00 game, the records aren't great, and it was a coin flip in my head. Mm-hmm. Geno Smith proved me wrong. Drake May didn't look good. His receivers didn't help him, but Drake May looked decent. This game, the Chargers are literally going a hop, skip, and a jump to Vegas. They could ride a bus like the Cleveland Indians in Major League, and they can get there and be fine. This truly looks to me like Justin Herbert and this Chargers offense that just did it down in Brazil will do it again on the road in Vegas. Yes, you can put your what? Patrick, do you have a question? Thank you for that, Patrick. I'm so glad I'm teaching kindergarten here too. Rowdy, what are your thoughts here, man?
I'm thinking I'm gonna have to ride with the Chargers because they really impressed me last week. And I think they're gonna keep it up. I do think this game's gonna go back and forth, and I was looking at the under for this game, which I think it's gonna go like under for this one.
Okay. All right. No,
I'll ride that.
Don't hate. Don't hate whatsoever.
I'll ride the under.
I do think this season is going to be a big one for Herbert. Like, I think this is the year he finally puts it together.
Now, Pat, I will agree with you on one thing. The AFC West could be the best division in football.
Yeah,
I agree.
could.
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
I think the just really quick. I think the North and the Souths are going to be bad, and then the Wests and the East. Or no, excuse me, the North and the Souths. I had this right in my head.
It's the South and the Easts are bad, and the Wests and the Norths will be good.
Yes, thank you. That was my thought.
Yes. And now, to be very clear, the Easts and the Souths will be top heavy. The South will just be trash.
Yeah, I was going to say
the East will be top heavy.
So bad. Yeah.
The East will be top heavy.
I think the AFC North is going to be horrible.
The AFC North? I don't know. I think the Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens will be very good.
Yeah, sorry, no, I meant NFC. I meant NFC. NFC.
NFC South, it won't be good. The AFC South, not that great.
Yeah.
The East will be top heavy with the Bills and just the Bills, really. Honestly.
Yeah, really.
And then the
AFC West
will be Eagles, Commanders.
AFC West is going to be good. NFC West could be somewhat. I think the NFC East could be decent.
It's going to be good, but it's top heavy.
It's
Eagles, Commanders, a shit ton of poop, and then
the NFC North is going to be one of the best divisions.
Yeah, I would say the AFC West takes it, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I agree. I think the AFC West is going to be one of the best divisions in football.
For sure, I think it is.
We agree.
And the Raiders are going to win.
Now that we got that out of the way.
Wait, do we have one more Monday night, or do we already do?
No, that's it. That is all the games.
All right.
The only thing we have left to do is basically show the consensus, but I've got to do a little shift tabby here.
Did we want to remind the people that I went 14-2?
No, we don't, but we do want to remind everybody of the picks that are available. And so where we go, everything you see green on the far right portion of your screen, if you're listening to the podcast, obviously you can't see it, so I'm just going to read it. Anything that is green means that was a full consensus. Everybody picked them. If it is in yellow, it means one person lone dogged it. If it is in orange, it means two people took it, and then the 3 was the only time we had a spread pick this week. But of course, the spread pick Rowdy went away from, so maybe we'll have to just add Rowdy and he'll be the deciding vote. But the consensus picks are the Commanders over the Packers this evening. If you're watching live, obviously, if you're listening to the podcast tomorrow as it drops, last night for you. Bengals unanimous, Cowboys unanimous, Lions. We only had one random picker. I think he lost his brain cell too. Rams to beat the Titans, which was also another sneaky if you want to take a survivor pick. Patriots over Dolphins. We have 49ers over the Saints, Bills over Jets, Steelers over Seahawks, Ravens over Browns, Broncos over Colts, Cardinals over Panthers, Eagles over Chiefs, Vikings over Falcons. Again, that's the spread pick.
Yeah.
So Vegas likes the Vikings. That's the reason why we went there. Texans over Bucks, and then Chargers over Raiders. And again, we are trying to be 75% or better every single week. We went 13-3 with consensus picks last week.
Oh wow!
So yeah, we definitely beat the quota there. Anybody got anything that they want to wrap this thing up on outside of the fact that Pat went 14-2 and that he was the only one? I just figured I'd give it to you. I'm just going to give it to you, and that way we don't have to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Anybody have anything else to say before we wrap this thing up?
I mean, all I gotta say is let's cash some bets like tonight. Let's cash some bets this weekend too.
For sure. No, I'm in on that, Rowdy. What an absolute G, Rowdy. Parker, you got anything before we dip?
Well, I'm the only lone wolf for the Colts. I'm feeling Homer. Like, I get it. But I think the Colts are going to surprise people continuing every week because everyone's just stuck on Daniel Jones stinks. But I think he's figured things out. Obviously, it's 1 week. But, I mean, he just looks comfortable in Indianapolis and not New York, which that happens a lot.
Sure.
A lot of guys can't play in New York, and you're in the middle of the country, and you're in Indianapolis, and yeah. I mean, I'm really digging my Colts. I know Rob thinks Daniel Jones is trash. I get it, but
we saw it for so many years. Us NFC East guys, we've seen it.
Like, I understand that perspective, but I also know what I saw in camp, and I feel really good about it.
It's fair. Pat, you got anything before we dip out of here?
Daniel Jones, anytime touchdown on Sunday.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa.
He did have 2 rushing touchdowns.
I mean, that's fair, but like, whoa.
Yeah.
Pair it with the same name game. Make sure you check out the live tonight if you're listening, or tomorrow if you're watching us live, tonight if you're listening to the podcast, as we will go over our favorite college weekend plays plus the baseball slate, and then check us out this weekend, 11:30 Eastern, both Saturday and Sunday, as we will get to the college and NFL slate.
A little earlier on Saturday, but definitely 11:30.
Yeah, we'll definitely be live no later than 11:30 on Saturday, and probably 11:30 on Sunday. Might have some more surprise guests. Obviously, Rowdy's going to join us again because he's the man, the myth, the legend, known as Rowdy Rhymes. We appreciate everybody for dropping into the live. And if you listen to the podcast, make sure you are liking and subscribing wherever you're getting your podcasts. It really helps us out to grow for you guys, so that way we can keep providing you with the hot tips to help your
best slips, baby.
All right, everybody, go responsibly, chase that bag. Thanks for joining us, and allow us to play you out.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.